Hello there, App viewers, my name's Peter and I've got a hands-on video for you. This time it is with OK. This is a new game coming out on the 23rd of February. OK, with a question mark at the end, so OK, is a really interesting puzzle game, spatial puzzler, with a bit of a musical element and a really novel way of potentially getting you to pay for it. So let me just walk you through some of the basics of the game first. So I'm tapping and dragging on the screen. You can see that this is giving me a sort of angle of where I'm going to basically be pointing my ball, and then I've pinged it off a wall and pinged it into that circle. Now, to complete a stage, all I need to do is make sure that all of these white things go away. So if I ping against this one, then hopefully it'll go against that one, and then that removes all of them. So I'm on to stage 5 now, and I think I can probably figure this one out. It's burr and burr and burr. And you'll notice that, yeah, there's this really neat musical element in there as well. Single notes, kind of making something not anything approaching music, but something that is approaching kind of a I don't know, a composition of some kind. So it's kind of got those nuts. It's really easy to, start again. But it definitely has that sort of, it's got that lovely independent flavour to it, that sort of ethereal independent flavour. So I can't really bounce off of the circle because I won't really be able to tell what angle I'll be going off at. So what I think I'm going to do is figure out which way to, so that's probably a good one. Like I say, I'm restarting quite quickly. Oh, goodness. I bounce off of black markers. There we go. Ah, goodness. And so they won't actually be removed. Just need to time this right. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, gotcha. So we're going through these different levels, and we are figuring out how to get through all of them. It's a simple puzzle game, or at least a simple idea for a puzzle game, but some of these puzzles really do have you scratching your head. I was sat looking at this one for absolutely ages until I figured out that it needs to basically be that. You need to be using the inside of those rectangles to bounce around. So let's come on to that useful or kind of intriguing, I suppose, payment method. If I just tap on the top left hand corner, I should get a menu. There we are. And I can skip through these different levels. I've got to level 21 because, oh my goodness me, level 21 is extremely hard. But once you get to level 20, which is a really neat stage, I should say, let's give this one a go. Once you get to level 20, once you've completed it, the game actually then asks you whether or not, how much you would like to pay for it. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that a really interesting way to ask whether or not you want to give it some money? So the game says, right, so what do you think this game is worth? And you can pay nothing, that's totally fine, or you can give them, the developer, $8.99, or the equivalent in your territory. Which, honestly, I think is such a neat idea right now. It's an experiment in sort of puzzle design, but also in payment design. Like, what is a game worth to you? Is it worth more than free? And if it's not, like, are you okay to go and do an App Store review or something along those lines? Are you okay to help out the developer who's kind of made something interesting for you to play, and yet you're not prepared to pay for it? Interesting. I think this is going to create a little bit of discussion amongst the mobile gaming community, because whether or not somebody pays for something is very much, a hot topic, as it always is, with free-to-play and paid simply being, I'm going to go to a level where I actually stand a chance of winning. Oh, goodness. Should we try which one? Yeah, let's give this one a go. These are all points of contention for the mobile games community, because free-to-play and paid, the debate sort of rages on as to which one is good. Is free-to-play immoral? Is paid, is paid a terrible way to get your game out there in front of people? And this is kind of a mix of both. It's both free-to-play, genuinely free-to-play, and actually free-to-play, free-to-try. But it's also a paid game, because it could be. I think that this is a really novel way of approaching payment, and I think that this is something that should be discussed. So if you want to discuss, whether or not you think this is a good idea, then do let me know in the comments what your thoughts on this payment method are. And this has been Hands On with OK. This video was brought to you by AppSpy in association with Trivia Crack. If you'd like to enter our Trivia Crack competition to win iTunes vouchers, copies of the game and more, click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, best of luck.